Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about whenever a patient is in home quarantine, like COVID-19 patient who is in home quarantine, he uses few things. There is a correct way to use those things. So we'll go one by one to use how to use those things. So first we'll discuss about a chest spirometer, also called as respirometer. Okay, so it comes in two forms. So there is this three balls which you can see. There's a three ball system which is there, and other thing is the pipe which is used to either suck the air inside or to blow air outside. Okay, so I'll show you how to use them by one step. The first thing is the whenever you get a spirometer, why do you get a spirometer? What you need to do is you just need to take this pipe whichever is there. You have to connect it to a port which is given here. You can see a port is given here. There's a port. You use it to connect it there. So there is a so the big one which is there, you do not connect that part. The other end which is there, you used to connect it to that part. Okay, so then how to use it? And before that, why are we using a chest spirometer? So in COVID patients, what happens is there is a lung damage. Okay, so whenever there is some part of the lung when it is damaged, you want your remaining part of your lungs to function very normally or maybe excessively, so that even if your lung is damaged, the remaining part, if it is very much functioning, it will prevent you from getting breathing problem or may also help in maintaining your oxygen levels. So that's why to make your lungs completely expand, you use a chest spirometer. Okay, so now once you have connected it, how to use it? That there are two ways. So you first hold the spirometer in this position, like in straight up position, and other position is that you can also hold the spirometer in the reverse position when the balls are all down. Okay, in the reverse position. So I'll show one by one step how to do it. Is that when you put the spirometer in straight position, what you need to do is this is your mouthpiece. This thing you keep it in your mouth and you have to suck the air inside. You will try to take the air inside rather than blowing it out. So whenever you suck the air inside, the balls will go up. Okay, so I'll show you how do you do that. You have to put a mouthpiece here. Okay. So what is important is that people do these things like they suck the air inside, but what is important for your lungs to expand is that whenever the ball is up, you should try to hold the ball there itself for minimum of 5 to 6 seconds. So what some people do is like they suck the air inside and the ball goes up and immediately comes down. Like I'll show you. Okay, this will not help in your lung expansion. What you need to do is you need to suck the air and you need to try to maintain the balls up for a minimum of 5 to 6 seconds, then only your lungs will expand. I'll show it again. So this is how you need to use a respirometer. Other thing is, then this is the one when you suck the air inside, you have pulled the air inside. The second thing is blowing the air outside. Like even that part will also help in your breathing exercises. So what we need to do is you need to reverse your spirometer. So you reverse the spirometer in this position. Now you need not suck the air inside. You have to blow the air outside. Let me show you how do you do that. So here also you have to again you remember you have to blow the air outside, and again you try to maintain the ball up for a minimum of 4 to 5 seconds. So immediately blowing it and then bringing it down will not help. You have to try to maintain this for some time. So that's then only it will be of great use. This spirometer is who uses this is that if your oxygen levels is less like more than 94%, that time only immediately you should start it, so that before your lung can be get very much actively damaged, before that only your other lungs should be ready to get activated and to prevent you from getting low saturations or breathlessness. Thank you.